Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, it's Phathead, a new week, Monday, May 4th, 2026. I will not say May the 4th be with you. I just said it as an educational tool. I'm not saying it for fun because I did not grow up a Star Wars fan. Again, I sound anti-Star Wars. This is my second comment because when I say it's Monday, May 4th, you almost have to bring it up. And now I'm giving quite a bit of publicity to it. It's funny. There's a huge Star Wars fan in our office. He knows who he is. And I'm sure I'm going to hear that this morning. And to all the Star Wars fans celebrating, have at it. Have a good time. Tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo. It's Taco Tuesday. We're going to have a good time for sure. Maybe get some food tomorrow, some tacos and burritos and things like that. All right, we got a busy week. Check out our socials. We're going to be posting a lot of giveaways and different things. Kickoff of Dublin Deck this week as well. So get ready for an incredible first full week of May as we get going. Where are my Gen Z people at? Gen Z now has a new nickname. They're called the Christopher Columbus generation because they keep, and I put this in quotes, discovering things that already existed. The two best examples that are in this article are quiet quitting, which is just doing less at work, which has been going on for centuries, right? And silent walking, which is just walking, like without looking at your phone and music and things like that. And, that's existed for a while. By the way, according to this article, Gen Z, the Christopher Columbus generation, because they're always discovering new things, they just discovered Coke floats, like Coca-Cola with ice cream, which, have been around since, I don't know, the 1800s. To be fair, it goes on to talk about how every generation repackages old ideas. Millennials had what they called life hacks and adulting, which were things that were around forever. Gen X had slacker culture, apparently. The difference now is TikTok will blast these trends everywhere instantly. So one expert summed it up nicely saying, Gen Z isn't inventing things, they're just making it their own. So, by the way, that was from Newsweek. They put out this whole thing on it. And then there is Spirit Airlines. You remember like a week ago, we're like, oh, the government might bail it out. Well, Spirit Airlines is done. They have abruptly shut down Saturday, stranding everyone who had tickets without any customer service. They did put a statement out that said, we're not able to rebook your flight, but we'll automatically process refunds for all flights. We're proud of the impact our ultra-low-cost model had for the last 33 years and had hoped to serve our guests for many years to come. This was not shocking. A lot of people saw this coming, and a lot of articles recently as well on it. Spirit had also been struggling for years, went through 2 bankruptcies, a couple of failed mergers. There's been a lot of noise in the past few weeks about the surging fuel costs, which we're just going to put an end to Spirit. They were a popular punching bag. A lot of the jabs were deserved, but just last month, Spirit Airlines topped a list of America's best airlines and was one of the few budget options when you just needed to get from point A to point B. So here's a couple of Spirit-related stories this past weekend. A random guy online started a crowdfunding campaign to buy Spirit Airlines. He posted a video about it, and he said he had $88 million in pledges. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that, but he says he did. He says he wanted to buy it for the people. And then this is kind of cool. I mean, it wasn't at the time, but a Spirit pilot, John Jackson, was supposed to have his final retirement flight Saturday. Just hours before takeoff, Spirit shut down. So what happened? He flew back home on Southwest as a passenger with his son. It could have been anticlimactic, but when Southwest caught wind of it, they set up a thing like at their gate, at the arrival gate. He had a mini retirement party with the Southwest staff at the arrival gate on what would have been his last flight. Unfortunately, he was a passenger on this one, and they had him make a speech and everything. Was pretty nice. Well done by Southwest to jump in and help out with that. Plenty more to do. Your Bald and the Beautiful Entertainment up at about 8:12. National Days, good news stories, late 8 o'clock hour. And we got a beautiful day, 62 and sunny. My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.